Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everyone. Welcome back to the K Plus Podcast, episode 15. Please, for everyone, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow us on social media as well. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. And for you TikTok lovers out there, I made a TikTok recently for all those who love TikTok. I don't really care for TikTok, but for my TikTok followers, I got you on TikTok. So we're going to have some content there as well. We have a special episode today. I'm starting a little 2-episode series where I interview local professional Virgin Islands basketball players playing abroad. I'm really excited to start this journey, this episode. I hope you guys enjoy as well. Today we have former University of North Texas Mean Green center with us. Plays on the U.S. Virgin Islands women's basketball team. Most recently played for a team called Proteas in Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, Anisha George is in the building. Anisha, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm quite fine. I can't complain. I feel good. I really appreciate you being able to make it out with us. Going to be a real good show. I had this idea for a little minute now. And just to say, I have much respect for my local professional ball players. Much respect, much love for you. Really proud of the thing y'all doing. If anybody knows me, I love basketball. I had hoop dreams once upon a time, I had hoop dreams once upon a time. I got cut every year in high school. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Everybody journey different. Everybody journey different, okay? Everybody journey different. It's cool, but I still love the game and so forth. For those who don't know, actually, I did one of my first college news stories on Anisha years ago. You remember that? You remember
Yeah,
thinking about that? Yeah. Yeah, that's when you were playing for at the time. It was Switzerland, right? It was
Yeah.
Switzerland. You was playing for
I
at the
think I
time.
scrolled up in our messages just the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we did do a show a while back." But yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. See, so yeah, but like couple, probably not even couple, probably 4 or 5 years at the time. I
that was my
believe it was
first
something like
year.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it just comes full swing. Really appreciate. So I had to bring you on for this little series first. So since we had that
Of
little history,
course.
I had to bring you on first. Well, yeah, I'm really excited to start this. So I hope you guys enjoy, and we're gonna get on to it. But before we even get to the meat and potatoes of it, how you feeling about the NBA playoffs so far?
I almost crashed out last night.
Why are you crashing out? Why are we crashing out?
Well, not last night, the night before, because LeBron, me and LeBron, we go together. That's
Oh,
when you see LeBron, you see me. So
oh.
that's my team, and I just, yeah.
Hold on,
I
that's
don't
your
even
team
want to
or
talk about
LeBron is your player? Which one it is? Because I got to make
LeBron
sure.
is my player. Where he go, I go.
Okay.
LeBron is my player, So
I respect
I
that.
wanted him to go further. So I was very emotional the other night, and I don't even want to talk about it because I could feel the tears coming in my eyes right now. So
I,
yeah.
I understand and I respect it. I got a partner the same way. Because he told my partner up here, he told me that Lakers fans need a 7-day mourning period for what occurred there. And I'm like, really? Do y'all
Yeah.
give the same grace to other teams? But okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Forgive me. I respect LeBron. I respect him. One of the greatest. Well, so
Is
for
the
some
greatest.
reason, I always kind of root against him, but root with him in a sort of way because I kind of conflicted because this is my goat right here. If you'll excuse me, this is my goat, the great Kobe Bean Bryant. That's my goat. Everybody go different.
Respectfully.
Yes. Kobe is him for me. But now, at the same breath, now, I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man go crazy.
He
But I
do.
love Luca as well. So it was conflicting for me. But LeBron, he did his thing. So whatever happened. LeBron's the
It's
GOAT.
okay.
I respect that.
It wasn't in the cards for him this year, but it will be next year. That's all.
Yeah, maybe, who knows? But what if he retire now? But I don't think he
not.
could go out like that. I
He's
don't think he's
not.
going out like that though. I don't think
No
he's going
way.
out like that.
He get one more.
Okay, yes, I respect that for sure. But yeah, I feel you on that. I a Nets fan, so I can't really talk. So yeah, I not even,
Yeah, don't even. Yeah.
I'll be
That's-
quiet for the. Let's stop talking about playoffs. We'll stop. We will stop. So going into the meat and potatoes of everything, so just tell the people how was your experience playing basketball in high school in the Virgin Islands. How was that for you?
Well, playing basketball in the Virgin Islands in high school, for me, it was like fun, you know? Like, I didn't really understand full swing of where it would have came into in my life now. I was just
Mm-hmm.
doing it because I love basketball. I love to play. I didn't think I would have went to college to play. Or I didn't look beyond high school. It was just like, I
In the
love to play.
moment type thing.
Yeah, I've been playing since elementary. Like I can play every school I went to. Like that was the plan. That's what I was thinking. And
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about championships because well, we have the Doraken tournament, we have the Central tournament, So I was thinking like, okay, I want to win every year. Like that was the tradition because before
Yes.
it was Central winning, Central winning. So all I was thinking was like, okay, we gonna win when I play. That was my
Mm-hmm.
mindset. So it was just fun. Like I was having fun with my friends on the team. We was traveling to
Mm-hmm.
St. Thomas. We went to DC that my senior year as well. So yeah, that's all I was thinking about. Just having fun and traveling with my friends.
Oh, for sure. And forgive me, you played for Central or Complex?
St. Croix Central High School. I'm a
Okay,
current.
okay, 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 okay.
Yes.
I had to make sure. I had to make sure. As a Barracuda, we are one. We are one. You had your fun and so forth, and you said you wasn't really looking, really past that. So, in terms of playing high school in the Virgin Islands, do you think or do you believe there's a lack of exposure, at least at the time you was playing, for high school players to get into college and get the scholarships and so forth and schools? Do you think that was lacking at the time you was playing?
No, and I still think we have a lot of exposure now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. I feel like we should be taking part in many tournaments, especially for the girls. Like get them out there the same way we do for the men, like the elite teams and stuff. We get them
Mm-hmm.
to go out and let people see them play, and they have the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to be recruited by other people. And I feel like it should be the same way for the women's. I feel like we get a shot and a stick in that aspect. Like we don't have
Mm-hmm.
AAU teams and stuff like that. So yeah, it was not that way for me, and it's still not that way now for the girls.
Okay, okay, I feel you on that. Because I see now, I feel like a lot of times when, at least now, I see in a lot of teams going to mostly like Orlando and thing playing ball and tournaments and so forth like that. So I see that a lot now. So I was wondering back in previous years when like me and
Mhm.
you was in high school,
Mhm.
if there was lacking in that area, the way how I see it, I didn't play for no official team and so forth. I didn't
Mhm.
think we got enough exposure and so forth. I know sometimes, certain like that Allenberg tournament back in the day had some people come down and look at the players and
Yeah.
so forth.
Yeah.
Allenberg was so long ago, we don't really have that, no, I don't know when
No,
last
no.
that was a thing and so forth.
I know we also had the All Star tournament. I forget the name of it. It was women's and men's. I know that was a big
Mm-hmm.
tournament that I took part in my senior year and the year before
Mm-hmm.
actually, where St. Thomas and St. Croix, the best players from both teams, we joined together and we played other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like you said, Alan Buck, but that was for men's. So
That's true.
yeah, that was the most exposure we got. And then when we traveled to DC that one year, I think that was good. We get to play in a tournament there, and other people
Mm-hmm.
get to look at the talent that we had. I don't think they travel this year. I'm not sure. I haven't been in tune with the high school teams, but I don't think they traveled away this year for basketball for the
Mm-hmm.
women's. I know the men's go, but I'm not sure about the women's. But it
Okay,
would be
okay.
nice for us to expand in that department as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that would be
Like
something.
more travel opportunities and so forth, go to
Yeah,
like,
yeah, to showcase the talent that we have in the Virgin Islands, to give them an opportunity to be recruited by other teams, other schools,
mm-hmm.
even if it's high school. Like, you don't have to just start when they're in college. They could go away and play in high school and better
Oh
their
yeah, absolutely. And I
yeah,
believe
better their
it'll be very
chances.
beneficial to us because we raised in a smaller community and
Correct.
so forth. So, most of us that age probably never been stateside that, up to that
Yeah.
point. So getting to, go out and see, the different types of players because, in the States, of course, there's more I don't want to say better talent, more talent. You may see taller guards or taller centers as opposed to back home because we tall, but up here in the States, there's probably more taller players and so forth. So just a difference, just to see how the majority, at least, based outside of our home
Yeah,
in
my
terms of
first
that.
My first travel to the mainland was that same DC trip I was telling you about with my team
Mm-hmm.
to go and play basketball. So that give them the opportunity to see that is bigger than just St. Croix, St. Thomas, and Tortola and St. John just
Mm-hmm.
playing here in the local tournaments. They get to see different talent. They get to know what they need to work on. They get to see,
Absolutely.
just a whole different world. So yeah, I think that's something we could expand on in the Virgin Islands
Absolutely. I would love to see that, but I believe it's kind of getting better though. I've seen a lot more
for
teams
sure.
traveling and so
Especially
forth, so that's real good.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Especially like the media outlet, like putting us out there and showcasing like the highlights and stuff. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, so that's good.
Quick little side note. This have nothing to do with basketball at all. Like
Mhm.
literally nothing. Gorilla or 100 men? Who you have winning?
Gorilla.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I get one for
Yes.
you.
Yes. Talk to me.
Favorite tart. Hey, wait, before you choose now, I might have to end this podcast depending on your answer.
You
So
can't do that. Hold on. You can't do that to me.
choose wisely. Ready?
Okay. So, but yes, I'm ready. Guava.
All right. It was nice. Thank you for having me.
Jesus
Ah,
Christ. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
no.
Are you a coconut lover?
Of course I am. That's the
So
only.
I would say I tasted a coconut tart before. It was pretty good. But
Mhm.
I raised on guava. I am raised on guava. So don't blame me. Blame my parents, okay? Don't leave the show. It ain't my fault.
I just scoop the guava out when they don't have no more coconut and shoot it in the garbage and eat the crust.
What?
Yep.
What are you doing?
I just want to
Scoop
crust.
the guava out and throw. That's hatred right there. That's hatred. We can't be doing that. That is hatred. Oh, okay. Oh, go Daniel's go Daniel's bakery right now and buy a guava tart and just eat it. It'll change your life. Go ahead and buy a guava.
They're gonna
Come on.
break
Just
up
give it.
skin.
You go break it. It's too sweet.
It's just nasty.
Oh gosh.
That's
Okay.
just negative energy in this area.
Yeah. Drop in the comments whatever thoughts are like we agree on the gorilla fine, but the thought we kind of went
Yeah.
left. So
Agree to
yeah,
disagree. Yeah.
yeah. So is pineapple included in the war, or they just not even a
That
category?
should
Is
have been
that
a crime. Like, why would you put pineapple in a tart?
okay?
That's
So
not a scoop out and put in the trash.
okay, so we scooping out the pineapple and then putting it in the trash.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
mean, we could dump
Oh,
the whole thing because I don't even want the crust tasting like pineapple. But
oh
yeah.
my gosh. Okay, okay. So we agree on that. Okay, okay. I just have to throw that in there. We just have to throw that in there. We're not knocking you guys tart opinions. Be real to yourself. Like what tart you like, except for pineapple. All right, boom. Next part. When you initially moved to the States for college to further your basketball career, how was that? Did you feel homesick at all? I don't know if you ever really been or lived in the States beforehand. Did it affect your game in any way, being away from your family and friends? I believe it was what a school Moberly was that the college I went to the first one. How was that?
Yes.
Like how was that experience with being away from home?
Well, at first I was just so excited. Like, the first time living away from my family. Like, I
Yes.
think I grown. Like, I was like, yeah, like outside, out here. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Christmas time came around and I think I was able to go home for a few
Mm-hmm.
days. Like literally I was home for like 3 days, 4 days, and I had to go
Mm-hmm.
back to college. We had games and stuff. So it was exciting for me. Like I got homesick when it came to like Good Friday, like
Mm-hmm.
around this time. Like that's when I started getting homesick. Like
Okay.
Thanksgiving as well. I was homesick Thanksgiving, and that's why I was happy to go home December for the few days. Even if it was just 3 days, I was happy, and I had to buy my own ticket, and I didn't care. It was
Mm-hmm.
a lot of money, but it was okay. But because I had want to see my family and be around my family and eat that food and just the culture.
Of course. Yeah.
So yeah, I did get homesick after a while when it came to the holidays, but I was so excited in the beginning, like just starting college and just having that experience, like I
Mm-hmm.
see like in the movies and stuff. I was so excited.
No, absolutely. And Moberly, what state is that in again? I forgot where.
Missouri,
Missouri. So you
yes.
yourself went to like a familiar state like
Oh,
Georgia or Florida, Missouri. I don't know nobody in Missouri at all. Me, I don't even know how to get to Missouri at this point. Like really and
yeah.
truly.
It was
And
definitely a culture shock for me living there. It wasn't
Absolutely.
our school, like our in Moberly, they were very accepting to us. I didn't experience any racism. They loved us. They treated us like, and it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't just me. Like the whole college, all the athletes were African American. Like ninety
Okay.
five percent of the athletes were African American. So it was like they were used to us just being around, and they advised us what areas not to go to. And around that time, that's when they started those clown pranks and stuff, like the clowns going
Mm-hmm.
around. And yeah, that was around
Yeah.
that
Okay.
time. And they were very protective of us. I love Moberly. I love my coach. I love everyone around there. My assistant coach for the national team right now was my assistant coach at Moberly. Like he was part of the recruiting process when they
Really?
recruited me. Yes, so that was good.
That's
He
lit.
helped me a lot. I was able to get like some food and stuff from him when his girlfriend would cook or his ex-girlfriend would cook,
Mm-hmm.
and so I still had a peace at home. And like when I go into the office and I speak to him in my accent, and the whole team was just like who is
So
this
you
person?
could just be you. You ain't got to
Yes,
talk
yeah,
proper and thing. You felt a
yeah,
little like home there.
yes.
So
So,
the you said the assistant coach on Moberly is
hmm
now the assistant coach on the Virgin Islands national team.
at the time he was
Oh,
at he's not
okay.
at Moberly now. I think he's at Brown.
So he from the VI same way.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh, okay, okay,
he coaches the national team with us now, assistant coach. So yeah,
okay. That's cool. That's lit. That's lit.
yeah, we go
Because
way back.
yeah, no, that's cool, and that's a blessing right there. So you get somebody who kind of could
Yeah,
from the same place that you could relate with, because I
correct.
feel like a lot of times even aside from the sports side, a lot of us go to states for college and so forth, and it is a culture shock. It
Mm-hmm.
is. It's like everything is so different. The people different. They move different and so forth. Yeah, they don't
Yep.
know what Juve is or anything. They don't eat guava
Yep.
tart or coconut
Yep.
tart. It's Panda Express and Chipotle and all this stuff. They ain't got no chicken shack. They ain't got no El Sol or
Yeah.
anything like that. So it is definitely a culture shock, and it's great that it didn't really affect your game and so forth
Oh
when go
yeah.
playing on the court, because I feel like that can affect you're playing, but it's like you're in front of family and friends, they into the game, them understanding they can watch it online if it was recorded and so forth, but I feel like that can affect the player.
Well, when it comes to me, I feel like I'm different from a lot of people, or maybe not too much, too
Mm-hmm.
many. My parents didn't come to my games at
Okay.
all. Like, my father was working, my mom was busy being a mom, doing what she
Respect.
had to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't affect me because, like, when I get on the court, in terms of Moberly and being away from my family and stuff, basketball is an outlet for me. So I'm not too much thinking about my problems and thinking about my struggles and my
Mm-hmm.
failing, whatever assignment I fail or whatever test coming up. It's just something I enjoy. Like I just love the sport. I'm thinking about the sport
Mm-hmm.
and only the sport. Like when the game is over, I'm thinking about how I played and how much we scored
Yeah,
and how we
ain't
could do
nothing else
better.
matter at the time.
Yeah,
We just
nothing
I
else.
come to hoop. I
Yeah,
come to kill these men on the
correct.
court.
Yeah,
These,
like this is
these girls
business.
ain't got nothing on me. I come,
This is
yeah, we
yes,
giving them the business. That's it.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
this
it.
is this
That's
a
it.
job. Like, this is what I can. Yeah, I wasn't worried about nothing else, so it didn't affect my playing time. I was always locked in. Like we got a job to do. Let's go.
That's great. That's great. That's absolutely great. I love that. That you kind of sound like the Black Mamba. If you kind of sound like that guy, you trade from Kobe to Black Mamba. You're giving those hints. I think
Yeah.
Kobe. I think you're giving Kobe right now, if I may say so
I
myself.
understand what he meant when he said those things because it's really a job we got to do. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we
nothing
worry
else. But
about
we're here to do this
nothing
job,
else.
and we can do the job correct. I ain't
Correct.
killing you on the
Worry
court.
about everything after I get off the court,
Mm-hmm.
which I was
That's
too
the.
tired to worry about. So
Mm-hmm. The next day, we're gonna
yeah,
go sleep first and relax and eat and thing, and next day we'll worry about that. But no, we killing you tonight already. So now you started off from Moberly, we ended up in University of North Texas, which I believe is a D1 school, correct?
right.
So the lights much brighter, more people, just more than what community college offers. How was that for you? How was adjusting to that? It wasn't.
Transition.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the transition wasn't hard. I mean, my dad drove all the way from Missouri down to Texas. He didn't want me to
Mm-hmm.
drive. He
Yeah.
didn't trust me to drive. So he drove
I
all the way
understand.
down and he enjoyed the road trip. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed being in the passenger seat and just being a DJ. It was nice. I just like yeah, we packed my whole dorm up and we was on the go for like 12, 15 hours. It was a long
Mm-hmm.
time, but it was nice. And when I got there, it was just like real life College Hill type of
Mm-hmm.
scene. Like the campus is huge. Everyone was just
I
walking
bet.
around minding their business. Like when people say like you just a little piece of somebody else's story. I felt like
Mm-hmm.
exactly that. Like hundreds of people walking past me, nobody know me, nobody looking at me, nobody stopping to
Mm-hmm.
say, "Hey, like you
That's
need
just how
help?
it
Where
is.
you headed?" Yeah, it was just everybody just minding their business and just going. But it was nice. It was really nice. I loved North Texas. I love the coaches. Like it was home away from home away from home because Moberly was my first home away from home,
Mm.
and then North Texas became my second home, and everybody just treat me like family. And yeah, I had Jareen there. He from the Virgin Islands as well. I don't know if
Okay.
you knew him. So it was like I leave Coach Williams, and then I had Jareen. Like he
Mm-hmm.
speaking my accent, and then Bosh was recruited there. Bosh
Okay.
played at Complex,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and yeah, so it was like when I go to practice, he in there and is like we get to speak in our accent, like we cool, what's up? So yeah, everything was fine. I didn't have no complaints when I first moved. I enjoyed the experience, my college years. I did everything except drugs. But I got the full
Mm-hmm.
experience with everything.
I
It was
got you.
nice.
And I like I like how everywhere you went, you seem to find a Virgin Islands person.
Correct.
I find that funny. I find that lovely. A small place, but we everywhere.
Yes.
We
Like even if
everywhere.
it's
Like
one or two, we're there.
yeah, cause Missouri, a man is like, wow, okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. I love to hear it, man. Really
But
love to hear it.
you develop friendships with people that last a lifetime because I still speak to
Mm-hmm.
people that I went to that community college with. Like we're still close, we're still cool, and
Mm-hmm.
especially because it was like a small town, so it's like everyone know when we go into the Walmart, they know, okay, that's an athlete. They know, all
Mm-hmm.
right,
They
she
could just
goes,
tell. They
yeah,
don't know
like
already what she here for.
correct. They didn't. It was no
Mm-hmm.
question. It's like, all right, yeah, that's an athlete, and she play up the street. Like we know where to tell your coach if you doing anything wrong. We know. So it was like a close knit family. North
Mm-hmm.
Texas now it was more like diverse. Like we had more different cultures. We had more different people around us, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
was more minding their business. Denton, it was in Denton, Texas, and we have
Denton,
people from
Texas.
all over the world, so nobody was really like in your business like that. It was more like just going. But in Moberly, I made some friendships with people that will last a lifetime for sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. So yeah, once again, VI people, we're everywhere. We're everywhere at this point. We're everywhere. And I'm glad that, that helped you along the way as you go and so forth. I really love you get that black mama mentality. I love that, I really love that. I really, really do love that. So so far you've played for I believe you played for multiple you played in multiple different countries so far. You started off in Switzerland, next to Spain, was it Spain? Am I getting that correctly?
Yes.
Spain, and you played in Greece and so forth. You played in multiple different countries, different cultures and so forth, which is a cool thing I think for overseas professional basketball players. Another side thing I wanted to say, I said you guys deserve much more praise and credit. First things first. Most people who don't really in tune to basketball and professional basketball and so forth and so much would think that probably, oh, they ain't in the NBA, they ain't in the WNBA, so it ain't really matter and so forth. I said no. Them overseas people, they good at they play ball. They play ball and they know what they're doing. They could be just as good. There's only so much spots, so I really have
Correct.
much respect for overseas basketball players because it broadens their horizons. You learn in different cultures, different countries, playing with different players who play differently from over here. So you can learn certain little skills and so forth that you can pick up along the way, which is really good. So when you first step foot in Switzerland, like what was the first was it like, yeah, I made it? You check what you're saying, it's like, oh, it cold. Like what was that first, feeling when you once you step foot?
First, I was like, wow, and then it was like, yeah, cool. Like, let me get my cool.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was shocked for like I was at 5 minutes, and then the cold
Mm-hmm.
just knocked all of that out the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It
No,
was it snowed from the time I got there to the time I left. Like, yeah, the same as Romania, and they were like, "Oh, it's spring." I'm like, "It don't feel like spring. It's still
mm-hmm.
snowing." But
It's a whole different world over there.
yeah,
Whole different world.
completely.
And I
Tough.
think over there, I think this how the seasons is like about 20 to 40 games type thing over there. Like that's how long the season is.
About yes, if you don't do like playoffs and stuff, not counting playoffs games, but adding playoffs and like standing games is
Mm-hmm.
about 50, 50, 55.
50, right? Okay, okay, that's good. That's
That's
good. That's
that's
good.
and that's if you did Euro Cup, or if you don't, like, it depends on the bracket that you're in. Because if you're doing
Mm-hmm.
regular season and Euro Cup games, you would easily play about 80 to 90 games a season, probably more.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's definitely. So this is my thing. So when you like go on off season, so you just come back home and just train with yourself and so forth. Probably train with the coaches back home and so forth to keep that level, your skill up and so forth. That's the routine for you essentially.
Well, I take a break for like 2 weeks,
Well, of course, yeah,
three
little
weeks,
vacation needed. Yeah, 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 for sure, for
Yeah,
sure, for
and
sure.
then
Yeah.
yeah, I get back in the gym and get back to getting in shape. And whatever my goal is for next season, I start working towards that. So last season,
Mm-hmm.
I could always shoot the ball. Like I've never had a bad shot. I just didn't have
Mm-hmm.
the confidence to shoot. So
Mm-hmm.
last summer, I was working on shooting threes. Like actually like getting in the gym and getting reps. I shoot like 200 3 pointers a day. And
That's
Jaime,
it.
that's my
Mm-hmm.
trainer. Shout out to Jaime. We get in the gym
Yes,
and he
sir.
be like, "You don't want to shoot, like, but you shooting and you hitting the shots." Like he helped to build my confidence so much because I know I could shoot. I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to. Like I would rather take a layup that's a higher percentage chance of me making it
Mm-hmm.
than for me to shoot a 3 pointer. One is like, one, I don't have confidence. Two, it's further from the rim for me to get the rebound. Like, it's just
Mm-hmm.
too much. Like I was calculating and thinking too much. And he was just like, "Hey, just shoot the ball." Like if anybody know Jaime
Yeah,
gonna
shoot
just
it.
shoot the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, man, shoot it. Because you
So
open a new avenue to your game now. So you,
exactly.
you ain't just playing paint. They got the guard you up there now.
And that's exactly what I did. So when I went into the season, this
Mm-hmm.
season, I was cutting up. Like they didn't know how to stop me. They stopped me in the paint. I go out and I shoot a three. They close out hard on me. I drive to the rim. Pull up jump shots. Like my game was on a different level this season. And
Mm-hmm.
then I just realized, like, hey, like I am my prime now. Like that's exactly
That's
what
it.
my
That
coach
is
was like.
it.
Hey, like you have so much good years ahead of you. Like you don't even understand. Like keep working on your game. And I was just like thinking, like,
Absolutely.
imagine I didn't even have the confidence to do this last year, and I was still averaging 20 points. Like,
Mm-hmm. Hey,
let's go, let's
kill
go.
them, girl. Kill them.
No,
Kill them.
Anisha unlocked this year.
Kill them. Kill them. That's all I gotta say. Just kill them. Kill them, man. Represent.
Yeah.
Represent. So, out of all the teams you play for, whether college, high school, the different professional teams, your national teams, out of all the teams you play for so far, now you ain't got to answer if you can hurt anybody's feelings. Which one was your favorite so far? Your favorite year of basketball? Your favorite team you played for? Which was your favorite?
That's hard because
Mm-hmm.
I had
I understand. Trust.
I had some great years with the national team. We just won a gold medal last summer. Was it last
Mm-hmm.
summer? The summer before? I think it was last summer. Um, we had two gold medals. Actually, we have a silver medal. Um, I loved my coach from the 2 years at Proteas. Love,
Mm-hmm.
love, love him. My Spain team now, my teammates was just so welcoming, so loving, so like a family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Absolutely.
hard. It's hard to just choose one team. But if you ask me for like best coach or best teammates, then I can answer. But I can't just choose a team. I think I would choose the national team just because
Mm-hmm.
we come from here and we go out and we show people that with 1 week of practice, 2 weeks if we're
Mm-hmm.
lucky, we compete with y'all. Like, imagine if we had the same resources they had, and imagine if we had the same time they had to work together all year. They train.
Mm-hmm.
We train for 2 weeks, and we still come out second or third, first just last summer. So I think my favorite team of all time would be the national team, just because we always go out and show people what a VI could do.
That's it. That is it. Enough respect to that. And whoa, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Cucumber, cucumber. I don't know. So the national team, random. The national team is your favorite. So, and if you didn't pick one, I don't understand because I know each year you love the sport. So each year and team you play, you have respect for it, and you have love for all teams and so forth. I got my train of thought now. Chemistry. chemistry. So like you said, only a week y'all be practicing, a week or two basically
Mhm.
before y'all go and travel to Central Basket or so. I think y'all are playing this Cuba and Dominican Republic. I think those are the places you guys playing. So
And
is
some,
that chemistry?
yeah, Puerto Rico.
Mhm. That chemistry that you know we from the same place. We's one. We's peoples. You
Right.
feel me? We are Virgin Islanders are hard. So even look how far that chemistry take y'all with just a couple of practices before,
Right.
as opposed to them man playing the whole year and practicing. You check what I'm saying. So all that is important. That is really important. But yeah, big up to the women's national team one time. Big up, big up, big up. Absolutely,
Whoop, whoop.
absolutely. My one last question for you, and you have to be honest now. You have to be honest. I think I didn't send you this one because I wanted you to really think about this. Yeah,
I
is
don't
there?
like surprises.
I understand. Ain't bad, ain't bad, ain't bad.
Okay.
Is there an individual who you have never beaten one on one?
No.
Never in your life beat.
No. Listen,
Okay,
I take pride in my defense. I could always
okay.
hand on the Bible. I take pride in my defense. There has never been anybody that dropped more than 10 to 12 points on my head in a 40-minute game. Now, that's me guarding you the whole game. I take pride in my defense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said, like, it's a science to this. Like, you have to be dedicated. Like, when you go into work, you're going to work. Like, if you
Mm-hmm.
score on me with this move one time, you're not getting the same move again. Like, it's
No
not
back
going
to
to
back
happen.
Sunday.
Like,
You ain't
yeah,
pulling the
like,
same card on me. Okay.
that move dead for the next 40 minutes. Like, so it's like, I could put hand on the Bible. No, nobody never beat me in no one-on-one that nah.
Okay, so not even like you gone complex gym and thing or YWAM and thing you
They
play
know what
ball.
time listen, when I go on a court and I playing with these men, they'll be like, they underestimate me a lot of times. And then when I start cooking them, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
like now everybody want to cheer and be like, oh yeah, like you got girl beating you. Nah, like you were just talking the other day or just a minute ago. But yeah, nah, I can't name one person that beat me in a one-on-one. And if you think I lying, drop your name in the comments. Let me know
That's
because
it. Hey,
nobody.
put it in the comments. Hey, if she talking cap, I'll let you know. But if I don't see
Yeah,
no
let
name
me
in the
know.
comments, that means she right. She telling truth,
Yeah,
and I
nobody
believe
can
her.
say.
That's it. I love that. I love that answer. It's confident, but you're backing it up because like you said, you ain't pulling the same move with me twice. You ain't gonna
Correct,
hesitate at me display and come again. No, steal,
correct. Yeah.
steal. Like that.
I got that locked in memory now. You can't do that again.
That's it. I love it, man. I love it. Anisha, I really enjoyed this interview with you. I really appreciate you coming out and being able to talk your journey with us for the people them to know and so forth. Hey, listen, I really enjoyed it.
See,
Kudos to you on your journey. Continue to excel wherever goals you want to reach, wherever WNBA, EuroLeague, wherever you want to reach, you can reach it. Because I could don't see, based on you talking and telling me and based on your game, you putting in the work together. I respect that a lot. I
thank you for
respect that a
having
lot.
me. I enjoyed this interview as well. I'm glad for the props that you're giving us because people really don't understand how hard it is, especially to be away from your family for 8 months out of the year and
Mm-hmm.
then come home. Like it's not like you don't live here no more. You live abroad. So,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the fact that you bringing awareness and you giving us our flowers. Thank you. We could do this again
Absolutely.
anytime for
Yeah, man,
sure.
for
And
sure, for sure. No, enough
they're
respect to you
gonna,
guys, man.
they're gonna see those highlights of how I've been getting to work when I share it. Just know. Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
hey, yeah, man, share the highlights. Hey, tag me in it. I'll share it. Hey, y'all ain't beating she 1v1. Hear it now. Hear it to the K
Period.
Plus podcast. You ain't stopping
Clack,
Anisha. You're
clack
not
that.
clock the all right, period. That's what the man is saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for more content. K Plus podcast. We out. Peace. Have a good day.